Good morning, YouTube. It's Rashonda Ellison here, aka the Into Mother, aka Exclusive, Wifey, Mama, Little Mama, all these different elements of names and ideas. Um, I'm here this morning at 4:42. I've been here since 4:30. It's like my fourth take, and I think I had to wake up a little bit and really decide and let the universe pull me towards what I needed to say instead of trying to come with this catalog of ideas that I needed to present. And I was trying to reach back and pull out some old poems that I had committed to memory, and evidently they're not as committed as I thought they were. And so I'm okay with having to read from my poems, and I actually have decided to do a newer piece um, entitled Social Order, and it's pretty long, but it is what it is. It's talking about social order, and I want to be able to present it to you in a fashion that's comfortable for me, and I want you to be able to accept the words that I'm saying, and maybe think about where we are in the world, the time, what we use our time for, and how we can be more constructive as a part of humanity to do things that are in right standing. You know, I read a quote today from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that spoke about, going after things for, come on, light, stay on me, going after things for the sake of vanity. Um, least we go after the things for the glorification of God. And it made me stop and think, like, wow, man chases after his ambitions for the sake of envy of another man. And, you know, it's a twisted reality, but it's true, and I just want to be able to glorify God with my gifts. And so I want to share this piece with you called Social Order. So when you see my eyeballs going back and forth, you know why. Alrighty, let me probably minimize this so that I can be on point. Hear me clickety click clicking. Alright. Trying to stay as transparent and as raw as possible without compromising. Like my earrings, I made these. I made earrings. I do hair. And I didn't do my hair this morning. It's 4:30, but here I am. I actually made these earrings out of parts of this old, like, shruggy type of shirt. But we're gonna go on and get it in. So, move my screen over here one more time so that I can be right smack dead in the middle while I'm reading. It's called, this piece is entitled Social Order. So, please enjoy. I wonder who it is who's speaking through me right now. What are their names? Too many voices to attribute to who. Maybe I'm remembering my past lives. I wonder if it's the God of my ancestry calling me to mobilize, calling me to make amends for the separation from ourselves that cripples us still. Society does not care who we once were because we are unidentified by the economic promise to build the America's dream. Still to this day, 40 useless acres and half a dead mule. What is the antidote to cure this hunger to belong here? What can satisfy the desire to reform and repair the despair of wanting to fit in? Bare feet in summer getaways, rocking sandals fashioned by modern slaves, on the sandy shores of blood and anguish. How do we explain bellies full of pearls, but the voices are never quite heard because a swine is whining too loudly. Proud bastards remain wealthy with their hearts lusting for more, thousands of lives restricted by gluttonous sins of the discarded souls, unions feeling the pressure to unify the divide, but nobody wants to discuss the issues conceptualized inside the oppressive mind, vicious deviants with no respect for freedom, that they declare social classes that cast liberation as unachievable. What do my sons have to look forward to? More ass whippings than I give them today? Slapping their wrist so they be overcome by oppression again? And ownership? It must be some type of penalty to pay for breaking their own laws. Desperately I cry to see this from a different angle. But the truth makes it hard to deny the limited access to the masses. We conscious minds must mind our business, living in the depths of our actions, subtracting ourselves, not adding to the weight of the world. Within our own stratification, are we seriously still niggardly spending, sharing in the demise of the financial relationship of the founding fathers? Ruthless thieves, stingy, crooked conspirators that aim to protect the fragility of their idolatrous culture? Many have brought into the ancestral social order of our identity to maximize the torrents of the trades, minimizing the black majority to ensure the least of them remains the least of concern. Socially following the concept that you are better than them only because you think you can keep up with this world. You boldly speak out the contaminants of your heart, steadily losing your precious breath, speaking death over your own life because you hate it at its best. Modesty is your enemy. Lust is your next to kin. Gucci, Prada, Fendi, and Louis are now your new best friends. Head over heels over false identities, thrilled by your own persona, breaking down the stratosphere of truth, of real truth, of wealth in the black diasporas. How ridiculous you look making payment arrangements to buy your fake hair and your 25th pair of new shoes, worthless rims for your depreciated car, fishbowl lenses in your specs, engaged to the ignorance of little education. In the later years, degrees with no respect. My heart is crying and my soul is weeping. I am pumped full with the fury that burns coal. Fasting is my satisfaction to produce diamonds that lyrically kills these bloodthirsty motherfuckers, awaiting the appointed time and place. For now I drip mace from my lips, stinging their eyes with adversity kisses. 'Cause you don't see me, you don't see yourself, a reflection of your master, a slave of your own rigid deception, no longer sweating the nooses and shackling garments, no longer remembering the trees, no longer identifying with the beatings that makes you conform to doing it big, representing your foolish slumber. What we gon' get reparations for when we have been courting this money so long, and still there is no union, no connection, till death do us part? Eagerly awaiting the ring of promise, so we marry the ego, we marry the categories, we divorce the priorities, and we adulterate the principles. We forget the poor righteous teachers, and we remember no more our own nakedness. Social order.